My son, they want to see you fail. They want to see you give up. Are you going to give up?
No, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to show them what I'm made of.
My son, what are you made of? Who are you?
I'm a great leader. I'm a warrior. I'm half God, half human. Who am I? I'm Andrew Tucker World.
Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. What's going on, all my great people? What's going on, all my boxing fans? Listen, this is going to be a very short video, real short video. What Tyson Fury did against Deontay Wilder in their rematch, what he did against Deontay Wilder will not work. Will not work against Anthony Joshua. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all like this here. I say it all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it. I say it all the time, and I'm going to keep saying this. Style make fights. People look at the Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury, I believe, is a better fighter since that fight. He's gotten a little better since that fight. You know what I'm saying? But you can also look at certain styles that can give a certain fighter a hard time or a tough time in the ring. You know what I mean? So you look at Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin, he was able to give Tyson Fury, even though Tyson Fury won the fight. You know, Tyson Fury did what he had to do to win the fight. You know, but at the end of the day, Otto Wallin, and people are gonna be like, well, Otto Wallin is a bum. He shouldn't. Tyson Fury shouldn't have struggled against a fighter like Otto Wallin. Well, guess what? Style makes fights. You know what I mean? Otto Wallin is a tough fighter. But I'm gonna say this. That wasn't the first time Tyson Fury had trouble against a certain style. You gotta understand me. Understand this. And hear me well. Style makes fights. So listen to what I'm telling you guys. Anthony Joshua is two times better. He's 2 times better than an Otto Wallin. He's the better skilled fighter, the bigger puncher, and far more dangerous fighter. Far more. I say far more dangerous fighter. He's worse than an Otto Wallin. Anthony Joshua is a beast. You really have to pay attention to a fighter and his fighting style. See, the thing is, Anthony Joshua is the type of fighter that can switch up. He can switch up. Tyson Fury can switch up as well. That's why I believe it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a great fight. But for you guys saying that Tyson Fury is going to easily beat Anthony Joshua, sorry. It's not going to go down like that. I could be wrong or I could be right, but it's not going to go down like that. It's not going to go down like that. Anthony Joshua is too smart. Anthony Joshua is a very skilled fighter. One of the best fighters in the world. People, now you look, now I know people were Andrew, but what about the Andy Ruiz Jr. fight? Well, what about the Andy Ruiz Jr. fight? Well, I understand, Andy Ruiz Jr. is it's a very tough and very dangerous heavyweight. Very tough and very dangerous. Yes, his first loss was against Joseph Parker, but that was a very close fight between 2 very skilled fighters. I pay attention to these fighters. Andy Ruiz Jr. Went in a very close fight, and it was a very good fight. Went to war with Joseph Parker, and that showed me then that Andy Ruiz Jr. is one of the toughest and one of the most dangerous and toughest heavyweights in the heavyweight division. He's a good fighter. Andy Ruiz Jr. is tough. He's tough. Hand speed, he has power, and he has hand speed. I say lose some. I say cut weight, lose some weight. You know, cut weight, lose some weight. But at the end of the day, he's not bad at cutting off the ring. He has hand speed. He's not a bad counter puncher. He's a good boxer puncher with hand speed. And Anthony Joshua, in the first 3 rounds of the first fight, he was winning those first 3 rounds. He was outboxing Anthony Ruiz Jr. because that's just how skilled Anthony Joshua is. That's just how smart he is. You know what I'm saying? He was outboxing, using this jab to set up his punch, the next punch, to set up the counter attack, to set up the combination, whatever. Jabbing to the head, jabbing to the body. He was being smart. You know what I mean? He won round 1. He won round 2. In round 3, he knocked down Anthony Ruiz Jr. And I know, in a very reckless way, and making one little careless mistake, he got hit on the temple by a left hook, I believe. Because Anthony Joshua was beating Anthony Ruiz Jr. He knocked him down. He tried to go for the finish. He tried to get him up out of there. He tried to finish him. And he made one little careless mistake that cost him the fight. That changed the fight around. That turned the fight around. But he was able to, like every great warrior, every great champion, you know, he was able to go, and you know what? He's like, you know what? This guy is dangerous. Anthony Ruiz Jr. is dangerous. I can't fight him on the inside. So how can I beat a guy like this that has punching power with hand speed and that can box? How can I beat a guy like this? I have to be smart. I have to play chess, not checkers. So he went in there and he fought a fight. He fought a smart fight. He fought a smart fight. He worked off his jab. He was able to slip punches, move his head, show good footwork, was able to pivot, move out the way, and counter, boom, stick, work his jab, stick and move, you know what I mean? And he displayed great boxing skills. I knew that Anthony Joshua had it in him. I knew that Anthony Joshua can box. He's not just a front foot dominant fighter, just walk you down, beat you up, cut off the ring, and go to the body, go to your head, and then set you up with the big uppercut or the big right hand, a big left uppercut, big right uppercut, right hook, left hook. No, he's a good counterpuncher, and he can box. He can work off his jab. He can stick and move. Tyson Fury is not the only fighter that can stick and move, that can bounce on his toes and move his head, you know what I mean, and slip punches. You know what I mean? He's not the only one, with the little herky-jerky style. That's not going to, trust me, Anthony Joshua was too smart for that. He is not the same fighter as Deontay Wilder. No disrespect to Deontay Wilder. I don't have no problem with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is still a big puncher. He's dangerous. He have a few little things that he needs to work on, you know what I mean? But I feel it's too late in his career, but he still can work on those things, perfect his craft, and get better, become a little bit more fundamentally sound, you know what I mean? Because he's a big puncher. He's dangerous. So I take nothing away from Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder is not Anthony Joshua. I repeat, Deontay Wilder is not Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is the better boxer. The better boxer with punching power. He's a boxer puncher and counter puncher, and that's and at the same time a very smart fighter. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua's not going to be looking. He's not going to be making the same mistakes, and he's not going to be. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not going to be like how Tyson Fury fought against Deontay Wilder. What he did against Deontay Wilder is not going to work with Anthony Joshua. Because Anthony Joshua can box. He can box. He's a little faster on his feet. He's quick. He's a lot quicker than before. The reflexes, you know what I'm saying, with the counter punching, with the head movement, slipping punches, and when it comes to pivoting and lateral movement, and working off his jab, he got a lot better. Defense is a lot better. He's gotten a lot better. He's not the same fighter that fought against Vladimir Klitschko. Anthony Joshua is not that same fighter. He's not the same fighter that fought against Alexander Povetkin. He's better. He's not the same fighter that fought against Dillian White. He's better. He's better. and he showed that he's a better fighter. He's evolving. He's gonna be even better when he fights Tyson Fury. He's gonna be better than his last fight, than the Kubrat Pulev fight. He's gonna be a better fighter, still in his prime. Tyson Fury is still in his prime. That's why it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a close fight. I lean towards Anthony Joshua winning and beating Tyson Fury. I kind of have this gut feeling that Anthony Joshua might knock Tyson Fury down at least once or twice, probably one time or two times. I say he probably gonna end up knocking him down twice, and that's going to allow him to pull away. Like, that's going to allow him to win the fight. I think it's going to be a close fight, but it's going to be 2 knockdowns in that fight. If it takes place, I see Anthony Joshua knocking down Tyson Fury twice. You know what I mean? It's just one of those fights. I don't see Tyson Fury hurting Anthony Joshua. I don't see Tyson Fury beating Anthony Joshua TKO. With cumulative punches wearing them down. I don't see that. I see it. They both landing good shots on each other here and there. You know what I'm saying? I see Anthony Joshua coming on strong. You know what I'm saying? And I see Tyson Fury hitting him with some good counter, boom, sticking and moving, working the 1-2, boom, boom, with the hook, followed with the hook, moving out the way. Anthony Joshua moving out. So it's gonna be a real technical. It's gonna be a technical fight in the first couple of rounds. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a chess match. You know what I mean? Then I can say in the middle, like the mid rounds, when getting towards the mid rounds, I can see both of the fighters going at it. But I just feel that the advantage is going to be the slight advantage is going to be with Anthony Joshua because he's the bigger puncher. So Tyson Fury getting hit with too many big shots from Anthony Joshua, he's going to start to feel them punches. He's going to start to feel those shots, and he's going to wear down. Anthony Joshua can wear him down. Of course, Anthony Joshua has to catch him. He has to hit him. Tyson Fury head movement is good. Tyson Fury good at slipping punches and head moving side to side. Slipping and things of that nature. Defense is not that bad. Footwork is pretty decent for a guy his size. So it's gonna be a very entertaining fight. But what Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder is not gonna work with Anthony Joshua. He's too skilled. He's too smart. And I'm just being honest. He's the better boxer. And that's just keeping it real. Andrew Tucker World, and listen, much more videos is coming, live stream. Now I will be able to go live next month, after the 16th. So just listen, y'all. I'm coming back with that fire. I'm coming back. I got that hunger, I got that determination, and I'm ready to talk about boxing. It's a lot of fighters I want to talk about. It's a lot of fights that needs to take place in the sport of boxing and we need to talk about it. You know what I mean? Andrew Tucker World, I'm out. Much love.